There's something profoundly unsettling about what Battlefield 6 has become, not because of its warfare, but because of what it dares to do with it. A battlefield where soldiers abandon rifles and mount dirt bikes.
You're referring to the Supermoto Gauntlet, I presume. 8 competitors, 3 elimination rounds, victory determined not by lethality, but by risk-taking and traversal efficiency.
Exactly. A war zone repurposed into a racetrack. It feels almost obscene. These are not neutral arenas. They are contested spaces. Golf courses turned into fortified zones. Desert radar bases like Area 22B. Industrial nexuses.
And yet the transformation is precisely the point. Consider the trajectory of the franchise. In Battlefield 3 and Battlefield 4, war was still anchored in state conflict. Russia versus the United States, geopolitical tensions grounded in realism.
Whereas in Battlefield 6, the state itself is dissolving. NATO fractures and entities like Pax Armada emerge. War is no longer ideological, it is transactional.
Which makes the bikes symbolic. They are not merely vehicles, they are manifestations of a doctrinal shift. Mobility over territory, speed over occupation, control over spectacle.
You're suggesting that the gauntlet is not a deviation, but a culmination.
Precisely. Think about it. In Battlefield 2042, we already see the rise of the no-pats, stateless soldiers fighting for survival in a collapsing world. The seeds are already there. Identity eroded, allegiance commodified.
And now, in Battlefield 6, we witness the intermediary phase. War has not yet collapsed, but it is being repackaged, commercialized, branded.
Sponsored, even. The involvement of a corporate entity like Red Bull within the diegesis suggests that warfare is no longer merely fought. It is broadcast, monetized, and gamified.
A chilling thought. Soldiers reduced to performers, combat zones reduced to circuits, victory reduced to points scored through checkpoints rather than lives taken.
And note the mechanics. Red checkpoints reward risk, not caution. It is almost a philosophical inversion of traditional warfare doctrine. Recklessness becomes advantageous.
Which mirrors late-stage conflict dynamics. When systems begin to collapse, actors behave irrationally. High-risk strategies dominate because the cost of failure is already normalized.
Indeed. And if we trace this forward, what do we see?
Battlefield 2142.
Battlefield 2142. Absolutely, indeed. A world fully consumed by total war. European Union versus Pan-Asian coalition. Entire continents reshaped into mechanized battlegrounds. The spectacle disappears, replaced by necessity.
So, paradoxically, the bikes represent a fleeting moment, a liminal phase between structured warfare and total collapse.
A moment where war still has the luxury to pretend it is entertainment.
There's also something deeply ironic in the absence of weapons in the gauntlet. No gunfire, no explosives, only speed, collisions, and terrain.
A simulation of violence without violence itself. It desensitizes the participant while preserving the aesthetic of conflict.
Which aligns disturbingly well with modern theories of psychological warfare. Normalize the environment, detach the individual from the consequences.
And perhaps even recruit through it. If war becomes thrilling, competitive, spectacular, then participation ceases to be a burden. It becomes desirable.
So the dirt bike is not just a vehicle, it is a vector of ideology.
Yes, a fast, agile, almost playful instrument masking the deeper reality that war in Battlefield 6 is no longer about survival,
but about control, of perception, of narrative, of attention.
And in that sense, the Gauntlet may be the most honest mode in the entire franchise.
Because it reveals what war is becoming rather than what it used to be.